Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. I am battling, I think, a little bit of a cold, so if I sound a little weird, that's why. I hope you guys are all doing well. And we got some new Gouki support in the upcoming Doom of Dimension set. Obviously, this is the set that is giving us the DDD Akaba Reiji support, and part of this new Gouki wave we're getting is really cool because it includes some Dino Wrestler references, even a reference to Earth, which obviously is the Ignis that Go was responsible for at least assisting in the murder of, which, you know, is kind of crazy that they have some synergy there with his cards and G Golem, but, you know, we'll get into that. A lot of really cool wrestling references here as well. So let's start with the effect monster, Gouki Mashin Suprex, which is a level 4 warrior tuner. Each effect is once per turn. You can reveal this card and one other Gouki in your hand, special summon both, but you cannot special summon while you control either of those monsters except Gouki monsters. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, add one Gouki card from your deck to your hand except this one. This card is likely a reference to Junji Harata, who's known as the super strong machine, whose signature move was the machine suplex hold. So really cool. I mean, if you watched Go, you know that the Goukis and even the Dino Wrestlers all kind of referenced wrestling moves and were very, like, wrestling inspired. And wrestling, you know, a lot of people I'm sure think WWE, but wrestling's obviously very big in Japan as well, with New Japan Pro Wrestling and a lot of different companies. So really, really cool if you are a wrestling fan like myself to kind of get monsters that represent it. And we're getting a fusion monster as well. Believe it or not, that's the only main deck monster we're getting. We're getting a Gouki fusion, Gouki the Tyrant Ogre, a level 8 warrior fusion monster, one Gouki Link monster, and one warrior dinosaur or Cyberse monster. The first effect is once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the link ratings of the Gouki Link monsters used as material, destroy them. If you used a Link 3 or higher monster as material, those cards cannot be activated in response to this effect's activation. So if you use a Link 3 monster here for the fusion summoning, you can target up to 3 cards, if not more, depending on the total Link ratings, and your opponent cannot respond to that activation. So that seems pretty good. And then if this card battles, your opponent cannot activate card or effects until the end of the damage step. And this is a Gouki version of Dino Wrestler Chimera T Wrestle. It's obviously a mix of Gouki and Dino Wrestler, which is really, really cool. And the secondary fusion materials requiring a Cyberse monster could very well be based on how Go used G Golem Crystal Heart while implanted with Earth's dueling chip in VRAINS. Again, kind of sinister there that they are giving some references to Earth and to that moment, because that was definitely a pretty low point for Go's character, but, you know, pretty interesting there. And then we have a synchro monster, Gouki Dragon Ogre, generic materials, one tuner and one or more non-tuner. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add one Gouki spell from your deck to hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, target one Earth monster you control. Add one Gouki monster with lower attack from your graveyard to your hand. Also, while the targeted monster is face up on your field, your opponent's monster can only target that monster 4 attacks. And then this synchro monster is most likely based on the wrestler Tatsumi Fujinami, who is a Japanese professional wrestler known as the Dragon. He is credited for inventing the Dragon Suplex and the Dragon Sleeper Hold. And if you wanted some more wrestling references, you're going to get it in the Link monster Gouki Sheik Ogre, which is a Link 2 monster. Materials are 2 Gouki monsters. Each effect is once per turn. If a Gouki monster is added from your deck to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon any number of Gouki monsters from your hand with different levels, but you cannot special summon while you control any of those face-up monsters except Gouki monsters. During your main phase, you can fusion summon one Gouki fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material. So this Link seems pretty crazy, and the monster's name is most likely based on the Sheik. Now, not the Iron Sheik. I'm sure that's probably where some of your minds went there when you heard Sheik, the original Sheik. They are two different wrestlers. The name of this wrestler is Edward George Farhat. It's an American pro wrestler. The monster's design featuring flames from its palms most likely references the Sheik's usage of impromptu flamethrowers during their matches. So not only in naming sense, but also in design sense, to have obviously, you know, flames coming from the hands. It's most likely definitely a reference to that pro wrestler, which is really, really cool. But that card seems really good. The fact that you can, again, special summon any number of Gouki monsters from your hand with different levels, I think gives a lot of potential to get a lot of Goukis on the field. And then you can also fusion summon a Gouki fusion, depending on what monsters you have on the field or even in your hand. So I feel like that is a really, really good link. And then the last one we're getting is Gouki Fighting Spirit, a continuous spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. When this card resolves, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Earth monster, warrior, dino, or cyburst from your hand in defense position, and you can tribute one Link 3 or higher Gouki monster, special summon one dino wrestler or G Golem monster from your deck or extra deck. And I apologize for laughing, but I think it is the biggest troll thing in the world that these cards have a potential synergy with G Golem, considering, you know, Earth died because of Go defeating him in a duel and capturing him on behalf of Soltech, and now they're giving Go's new support, you know, synergy with that character's deck. It's something about it just feels wrong. I mean, the Gouki Dino Wrestler matchup makes sense, but throwing in some G Golem support here as well certainly was not something that I foresaw. Fighting Spirit, I believe, is the name of the skill that Go used in the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS anime, so that's obviously where that name comes from of the card. And then, of course, the effect supporting Dino Wrestler and G Golem makes sense because of the Earth compatibility and, of course, the Dino Wrestler compatibility, which was the deck he used in the second half of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS. But yeah, really cool. We got some Arc 5 support. Now we got some VRAINS support in the upcoming Doom of Dimension set. Please let me know down below all your thoughts on this new Gouki support. I'm really, really excited to hear from you. And let me know some other predictions you have for this set. I mean, I imagine we're probably going to get another, you know, anime deck supported in this set. Who do you want to see? Who do you think it'll be? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you down below, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.